So that's why Kaspa and DAD, Litecoin, both mathematically superior and fix a lot of the fractionalization issues. Also our technology progenitors, right? So we have to absolutely fill that supply vacuum and have traditional financial systems continue, because we can't separate DeFi and TradFi as much anymore.
What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mike, actively escaping the matrix, scoping up the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
From this point forward, I am no longer adding any more memes. I am done with memes. Obviously, I may DCA into the ones I have if I see opportunities. That's one thing, but I am not adding a single meme ever again. That is it. Yes. Crypto John is staying out of memes.
Crypto Crew, Kaspa just got a new listing. Not the big one just quite yet, but a listing nonetheless. There's some news regarding Grayscale, which seemingly has removed Kaspa from their asset consideration list at the making of this recording. Yet Grayscale is now considering Mantra, which just did a rug pull.
One of the most strongest coins in the recent time, Mantra, has fallen. Fell from $6.3 to 33 cents, 37 cents, and that's a 94% damage. And this is officially a rug pull. Let's dissect what happened here. In the last 8 hours, the market cap has gone from around $6 billion to $450 million.
On a Sunday, Ohm is down 80% in 1 hour, and this is what the chart looks like. If you've been here a while, you know exactly what this chart means. The crazy thing about Ohm Mantra, it is a top 100 crypto project. This is not a meme coin rug pull. And it's actually built for RWAs, institutions. And that makes this whole entire drama even more dramatic. Now, this type of price action could happen to any project.
The crash took in from nearly $6 to just $0.75 before most people even realized what was going on. By the time the charts finished updating, the project valuation had dropped from $6.09 billion to $700 million. The crash happened so fast, traders couldn't exit in time.
Is the crypto ocean in a state of disarray? Nothing has changed for Kaspa fundamentally. In fact, Kaspa is about to upgrade explosively rather soon, so I wouldn't be surprised if Grayscale would reconsider if this is in fact true, or if this means Grayscale will just proceed to list Kaspa. And in today's vid, we'll hopefully be reminded of the foundations Kaspa is built on. Stay tuned, Crypto Crew. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Before we start, Crypto Crew, always remember to keep your crypto investments safe. Practicing self-custody is key, especially during the 2025 bull run. And in my personal opinion, the Tangent wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage, in my opinion. So if you wish to order your Tangent wallet today, you can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
So many inputs from around the world.
Yeah.
Kaspa Fax didn't take much encouragement to show off his gim jams.
His gim jams, and he has got some big old gim jams, let me tell you.
Oh no, his gym gains in his Kaspa clothing from us at Rock the Kaspa.
Crypto Crew, last week some of the Kaspa dev team and Kaspa ambassadors were present at the 2025 Web3 Festival in Hong Kong. In today's vid, we'll watch a part of a panel discussion about the importance of proof of work, in which Chris Wolf, aka Wolfie, participated. Shout out to Cliff Choi for these recordings.
I believe proof of work is 51% resistant to attacks from bad actors, whereas like things like proof of stake are more like 33% maybe. That's just my general understanding. Furthermore, I've heard people expound on the concept that proof of stake is a rich get richer reward type of system. So people who start with a bigger pile get even a more gigantic pile as time goes on than people who just, if you buy, mine, whatever, some amount of coins a month or something, then, you're still able to get your share of the hash rate, like in equal, or not equal, but like a fair slice of the pie compared to how much you put in the proof of work. So that's a little more, that's a system that I can kind of get behind.
Yeah, to expand on what my colleague just said, proof of work is for compliance and for nation states is a lot more digestible as just a digital asset. It's not reliant on a chart. It's not reliant on speculation like there was alluded to for proof of staking. And beyond that, again, proof of work capacity-wise and providing for institutional or large-scale investment, as we've seen, it is a backbone now, not of just DeFi, but also TradFi financial products. And as a vehicle, proof of work is also provided, for example, on Kaspa as an example of an optimized security layer. It brings consensus in the most secure fashion. So we always talk about like how we want DeFi to be accessible. Well, proof of work really makes the barrier of entry low. I'll give you a good example. If you ask people, the layman about crypto, you get reverse Kramer. First thing they'll say is, oh, crypto's bad. It's a scam. It's a lie. But then if you talk about Bitcoin or Litecoin, like, oh, it's good. We should invest. There's an ETF. That's good. You have some Bitcoin. So now we see the flip side based post-election narrative to proof of work being really a main focus in the world. Look at this Hut 8 and American Data, how they've been conglomerated now into Bitcoin America or American Bitcoin. And now it's becoming not just an important financial structure in the world through proof of work, but proof of work is actually the first hybrid viable asset. What I mean is it was a bridge between, again, TradFi and DeFi. And we wouldn't have stable tokens, we wouldn't have any of these other, hyper deflationary concepts, because proof of work does something very unique besides also provide a real scarce asset. The only asset we can't buy back is time. But with hyper-deflationary mechanisms from proof of work and stable tokens as an example, as a runoff or an on-ramp and off-ramp, it slows things down to where you can at least enjoy your money or enjoy life. So I think on a practical application, I think that's one of the greatest joys of proof of work, that it doesn't use people as extra liquidity, and then also its hyper-deflationary nature and the scarcity is there. Bitcoin at 6.6%, and before we had 8.5% available for miners for sale for Bitcoin, but actually long order books and custodial systems are buying up most Bitcoin that's not even mined on an average with deposit, right? That's a little secret that many people don't know. Banking institutions and financial institutions are buying up most of the supply. So that's why Kaspa and DAG, Litecoin, both mathematically superior and fix a lot of the fractionalization issues. Also our technology progenitors, right? So we have to absolutely fill that supply vacuum and have traditional financial systems continue, because we can't separate DeFi and TradFi as much anymore. Thank you for letting me speak.
Proof of work is a bit more tangible. It's a bit more modelable. And so if you want to get more of these types of assets into traditional portfolios and pitch it as an asset class, there's a broad spectrum of products on the offer. I think the grounding in, basic finance and math and the input of power in particular make it a little bit more of an easily, more digestible, again, more tangible sort of path for someone doing more traditional analysis to add to a portfolio. A lot of times we're out here talking about what winning looks like in our space, and I think this is the proof of work idea is a little bit more digestible and tangible for getting that inclusion.
Would you say that's the only thing that's effectively being talked about at the education table?
It depends on which cohort of investors you're talking about, right? You have permanent capital in the trillions of dollars in endowments and pension funds and sovereign states. I would say usually Bitcoin is the on-ramp for them. And then it kind of expands out from there. It's definitely not the only. Then it's, look at the US talking about having a sovereign wealth fund and a Bitcoin reserve fund. It's usually the first port of call, but it quickly expands after that.
Proof of work is definitely more affiliated with real world infrastructure, right? Like investments are made into data centers, we would have to train specialists in this space as well. So unlike your proof of stake, right, which is just a digital process, I think from our perspective, it's definitely more tangible, as John said, and also I think it's actually a better or more tangible contribution to GDP as well.
Proof of work crypto is the essence of crypto. That's what Bitcoin was built on and what crypto was initially meant for. Fundamentally, Kaspa is closely related to Bitcoin, whilst on top of that, being able to scale and simply is future-proof. Much more to come for Kaspa in the following days. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.